Watching and connected, but it's never enough. Talking with our friends about our favorite things. TV shows and movies and some random swearing. Hey! 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 This is the pretty, this is the little, this is the pretty little podcast.
Hello, all you pretty little people. This is the Pretty Little Podcast. I'm your host, Deadbeat Chad. With me is just Jess.
Heyo.
What are we talking about today, Jess?
Oh, we're just getting right to it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, continuing our season 3 animated extravaganza.
I'm thinking of calling it the animation situation.
All right.
That sounds stupid now. That I said it out loud.
Continuing our season 3, what did you say? Animation situation?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. We're doing Futurama, guys. Futurama is an American animated science fiction sitcom created by Matt Groening for the Fox Broadcasting Company and later revived by Comedy Central and then Hulu. The series follows Phillip J. a young man who is cryogenically preserved for 1,000 years and revived on December 31st, 2999. I'll just leave it there.
Right.
So there's more to it, but...
Right from the get-go.
Yeah.
For those of you that are too young to remember this coming out.
The first time.
The first time. Yes. This was being heavily marketed as like The Simpsons in space.
Well, yeah, it's like the Jetsons version, you know, like that type of, The Simpsons in space type thing.
And I mean, it is and it isn't, right? Because especially with the first season of Futurama in particular, it really did have a lot of like similarities to The Simpsons. Like the humor was not established yet, so it did feel Simpsons-esque. It definitely felt
grows
like a
into
Groening-verse
its own thing, though. Futurama is very distinct from The Simpsons.
By the time season 2 came around, these characters were more established. The writers had more to work with, just with its own lore and all that. But yeah, I mean, it is an understatement to say that The Simpsons in the 90s was like just a powerhouse, wild success.
It was a touchstone of our generation.
It really was. So this made sense that they would do something like this. Why?
They're like, hey, Matt Groening, what else you got? You're printing money for us. Please do something else.
This came out in 1999. You know, it was the turn of the millennium.
Yeah, Y2K,
which plays a big role in the series itself.
Yeah.
The Simpsons would have been in season like 9 when this came out.
Something like that.
Maybe 10. But
getting to the end of the classic Simpsons era.
Right. So, yes, the Simpsons of the 90s was a completely different beast altogether than Simpsons of today.
Honestly,
the only reason why I bring it up is because the first 10 seasons of The Simpsons, to me, that's kind of where I like end with The Simpsons.
Right.
Anything after that, I'm just like, fine, I'll watch, whatever. But I just don't care for it as much as I do the 90s Simpsons.
Right.
And the reason why after rewatching Futurama this past week, like, I realized that I kind of like it better.
I do too.
Especially better than modern Simpsons.
Well, I mean, it's not even close,
And mainly because The Simpsons has had to, just simply because it's been on the air for as long as it has had to retcon a lot of shit. They've had to change like parts of the history, like
the war that Grandpa Simpson fought in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
it started out being World War II and now I think it's Vietnam or something.
Right. And then, you know, in the 90s, Principal Skinner, he was in Vietnam, but that was 30 years ago now. And now it's ridiculous that he's the same age he was in the 90s and he was still in Vietnam. So, yeah, the reason why Futurama works better is because of the science fiction element to it.
Yeah.
That they could just come up with time travel.
Well,
or there's all kinds of ways that they can.
Robots, different planets, like what
exact
the fuck
clones.
Ever. Sure, yeah.
So
Slurm.
It works a little better as far as like not writing yourself in a corner. And obviously the Simpsons, they had no idea that the Simpsons was going to be on the air for what, 30
Of course not. And there are countless classic Simpsons moments that are like etched in our brains, right? Everybody, I'd say from our parents on down.
That you would be hard pressed to find anything more quotable than The Simpsons.
Right. For a good 15, 20-year age gap of people, that's everything, right?
Yeah.
And we, again, I think people who listen to the podcast probably think we just speak in quotes because, like, everything we're like, we quote this all the time. Oh, we quote this all the time.
I mean, we do, basically.
Well, yeah, but, you know.
We'll just be getting coffee and we'll be, like, singing a song from one of these shows.
Well, you know. We gotta, having a slice of fun pie, right? Which is a quote from The Mighty Boosh.
Yes, it is.
But, no, The Simpsons has a lot of amazing moments. But when it comes to the characters, take the Simpsons family and then like the Planet Express crew. My love for Fry knows no bounds. I want to see him do well. That poor stupid baby, you know.
Yeah,
Bender is amazing. Like they, I don't know.
This series is the Fry and Bender show, basically.
Yeah.
I mean that they're the Beavis and Butthead. You know, they're the Ren and Stimpy, and not to bring Billy West into this, but. Yeah, I mean,
we should bring Billy West into it since he's Fry.
Right, yeah, Billy West. Okay, so those of you that don't know, Billy West is a voice actor who voices Fry among other characters in the show.
Yeah.
But he was,
Professor Farnsworth.
Yeah, he was the voice of Ren and Stimpy back in the 90s. He was the red M&M.
He was the red
on
M&M.
the M&M's commercials.
He has an immediately I mean, I realize that I'm like super tuned in to voice actors in particular, more so for anime than like American cartoons.
Right.
But he's one of those people that has an immediately recognizable voice.
Yeah, he's got a great voice, especially for cartoons.
Yes, 100%. Yes, the American style cartoons. He is a fucking legend when it comes to that type of thing.
Absolutely. I agree.
You know,
100%.
And there's a lot of great voice actors in this.
John DiMaggio was
John
Bender.
DiMaggio, yes.
Katie Seagal was great, even though
I like Phil Lamar in it. Well, she's just Katie Seagal, but but I like her. So, and Leela has the right kind of attitude. I don't know, like the characters are just more interesting to me than the Simpsons family. You take the Planet Express crew. They're all adults, so they they're all like legally adults. Some of them are definitely not very, they don't act very adult, but
they're adults. They're just not mature.
Right.
So, yeah. And
so the humor's a little more edgy and you can get into more ridiculous scenarios. They don't have to go to school, you know, like that type of thing.
Right. And, you know, this is a more smart take on the Groening-esque comedy.
Yeah.
It is a very smart show in a lot of ways. You know, we talk many times about smart that's
smart,
done
stupid.
dumbly.
Yes.
Yeah, smart, stupid. This is that. I mean, these characters are...
Oh, Fry is hopeless.
But
he's brilliantly written.
To be people to look up to.
No.
I can't think of a single character in the show that is like... I don't know, has merit or... like,
Kif.
I guess Kif.
But I don't want to be him because he's stuck under fucking Zap Brannigan.
And the one character in this show that is likable and does do the right thing is just a pushover and gets walked all over.
Yeah. I don't know. Scruffy's pretty good. He just shows up, does his job quietly. Buys stock.
Yeah, but again, Scruffy is not someone to look up to.
No.
But... So, yeah, just drawing these similarities here between, you know, the first 10 seasons of The Simpsons and at least the first season of Futurama, you're going to get a lot of the, you know, that 90s into millennial humor that you would expect from The Simpsons.
That fuels our everyday. Well, and they also, another thing that they have in common with The Simpsons is the celebrity cameos, but it's done in such a fun way in the Futurama universe because it's all the same people, but they're all heads in jars because obviously
it's the future.
They were just preserved
and they're playing themselves.
Yeah. So, you know, like the Star Trek episode with all of the, you know, the entire classic Star Trek crew, except for Scotty.
And Nixon is not actually voiced by Richard Nixon.
No, but it allows you to have those like touchstones from the 90s and everything in the future. And allows you to bring in all kinds of different celebrities and whatnot, because that's something The Simpsons did, in my opinion, like to death.
Yeah.
You know?
It did seem like that they were trying to get a celebrity voice on every single episode there for a while.
Well, and it became a thing. That is like how you know you've made it. You're like, I was on The Simpsons.
Right,
I had a character,
right.
you know.
Well, and that was the saying, around Hollywood. It's like, what's worse than being parodied on The Simpsons? Not being parodied on The Simpsons.
Exactly. So they have that in common as well. But I like the way they got around, just the whole head museum and all of that.
Yeah, yeah. So the setup here is that in the year of our Lord, 1999, times.
I was 16.
Yeah. Phillip J. Fry is a pizza delivery boy who gets a delivery for
Icy Wiener.
Icy Wiener. It's obviously a fake
crud.
delivery
Yeah.
to a cryogenic lab. Mm-hmm. As the new year is rolling in and they're counting down the new year to the year 2000.
Yeah.
He gets there. He finds out that this is fake. So he goes into the lab, sits in the chair, eating the pizza,
and he's got
watching the ball drop.
Party thing. What do you call that thing?
It's just like a noisemaker, party favor, noisemaker thing. Yeah, he winds up accidentally cryogenically freezing himself, as we are led to believe.
Yes, at that time, point, that is what it appears. He
falls back in his chair. Be. We find out later that this was all staged.
Yeah, which he needed to come.
Again,
to the
this is the smart aspect of this show, because up until season 4, we don't even figure that out.
Right. Well, and it wasn't retconned. That's what I like.
Yes.
Because we watched that YouTube video of whoever the guy was. I don't remember the channel. Sorry. But he found the original airing. Because the whole thing was, in later seasons, it was clear that Nibbler's shadow was there.
Yeah.
But was it originally, or did they retcon it? Did they add it in? And it turns no, it was there.
Yeah, they had this planned out.
That's good. I like that. It's smart.
To loop it back into, maybe it was season 3.
I don't remember.
I think it was season 4. It may have been season 3, but there was an episode that points out that, this whole thing was orchestrated by Nibbler. He needed to come to the future. Yeah, because he needed Fry's help because he lacks the delta wave brainwave. It's a whole thing. But it hadn't even happened yet.
No, but it would have happened. It will have happened.
Fry goes back in the past and sleeps with his grandmother, becoming his own grandfather. And then they need him to fight off
Nibbler's explanation of that.
Yeah,
he's like, verily, that past nastification is why, he lacks a delta brainwave because he's his own grandpa. That is such a perfect example of stupid done so smartly. And that's what I like.
I think that was done better than any callback on The Simpsons.
Yeah,
at
I
all.
agree.
But so he's cryogenically frozen. He wakes up 1,000 years in the future, and
in the world of tomorrow.
Once he's unfrozen, he's told to go to.
Well, yeah, because they in the future they all have these chips that tell you what your job you'll be best at.
Right.
And. Yeah, and they have this long, I don't remember what they say, but it sounds like a really prestigious title. And he's like, oh, and then it turns out it's a delivery boy.
Yeah, so after he's unfrozen,
he meets Leela there.
Yeah, he gets told to go to this place that Leela works at to get a chip implanted in his hand so that he can be a delivery boy for the rest of his life, basically. And he doesn't want to do it. He tells her he doesn't want to do it. And he winds up running from the facility. Leela starts chasing him. And
because she's trying to put the chip in him.
Right. She is determined to put this chip in him, and he doesn't want it. So she runs after him or whatever, and he hides in what he thinks is a phone booth. It's a suicide booth, which is where we meet Bender, who is there to off himself because it's a comedy show.
And yet, even still, the quarter that you have to use, he's got tied on a string. You're here to kill yourself.
Yeah, they had these character traits just mapped out from the get-go. You know, things that Bender was, like you said, just trying to jip the
he's got to
suicide booth.
Never
out
mind
of
if he's here to kill himself. And nope, I'm taking that back.
Yeah, but anyways, long story short,
they scream that first time when all this stuff comes in. Sorry,
all three of them wind up, partnering up together because Leela doesn't really think that it's okay to be implanting chips anyway, and she takes her own out. And now they're, it's basically like Idiocracy. They're unscannable.
Yeah.
So they got to find a place to hide out, and they find out that Fry has a
great nephew,
Professor Farnsworth, who runs a delivery business. So they decide to go meet up with him and hide out in his business.
Farnsworth is like 150 years old or something. Like he's super old.
Yes, he's 150 years young.
If you guys don't, like, he's the good news, everyone. Like, you've seen dude, that is something about Futurama. The GIFs and the memes are so on point. Like, to this day, people who have never seen the "shut up and take my money," or whatever it is, there's so many. I
have no idea how well this does with like audiences vastly younger than us.
Our kid wasn't interested in watching it with us.
No, and Futurama is one of those shows that it ran originally for 4 seasons before it was canceled, and then it came back for a few more seasons.
Yeah, it now has 13 seasons.
Yeah, and it was canceled twice
and then there's like
brought
4
back
movies.
twice.
Yeah,
and it's currently airing new episodes on Hulu, I believe.
It is, yeah. We didn't watch any of the new ones, so I can't speak to
I have
it.
not seen the newest season, no. I have seen the original run, and then I saw when they brought it back the first time.
And I saw all 4 of the movies when they were new. The Beast with 2 backs, and I don't remember what
we'll get into
the other
those
ones are called,
but yeah, basically that's the setup for the show, and the antics of this show are all based around like the deliveries that they have to make, which get them on different planets, with different shenanigans going on.
Sure. And it really is limitless. And then, but then there's a lot of stuff that also just happens, around the office or in general. The cast.
There's entire episodes that just deal with like Bender getting lost in space and then an asteroid landing on him.
Yeah.
That spawns little tiny people and he becomes God. And then he meets God.
There's an entire episode just about them finding an apartment. Like, it could be anything from Bender becoming God to them going apartment hunting.
Yeah.
And I mean, sometimes there's time travel elements, but I think it's done really neatly. I will say one of the episodes that after it was canceled and came back that I did like is when, Fry, he's trying to make that birthday card to Leela, and Professor Farnsworth wants him to go ahead 1 minute in time in the thing, and they end up going through all up to the heat death of the universe. And
well, you invented a time machine that only goes forward in time so that they can't like fuck things up in the past.
Right. Well, because when they went to the past, they ended up in Roswell, and he killed the man he thought he was his grandpa, and then slept with his grandma. So the past cannot be trusted.
So instead of going forward a minute in time, they went like 1,000 years into the future, and then
you get to see all the different steps, and then
steadily gets shittier and shittier the further in time they go. So they're just like, fuck it, let's just watch the world end.
And this whole time, Leela's waiting for him.
Yeah,
and I don't know. There's a lot of really sweet and far too sad moments in this show too.
One episode in particular.
I don't even talk about it.
Jurassic Park.
I hate Jurassic Park. He waited for him.
Yeah.
Seymour waited for him his whole life. Like, fuck you, Matt Groening.
There is a lot of heart.
What the hell is
show.
this? Yeah.
Far more than you would expect from, just a funny science fiction.
That's the thing.
Cartoon.
People look at this and they're like, oh, it's the guy from The Simpsons, like whatever. Especially like my grandma's generation and all that could not have cared less.
No, they would never give it a shot. Even though, like, it draws a lot.
She would love that episode. It would make her cry.
Well, and Futurama in general just draws a lot of inspiration from science fiction of the 50s and 60s.
Which she loves.
Even, like, aesthetically. Like, looking at the robots in this thing, they don't look futuristic. They look like they're straight out of the 50s.
Yeah, the Crushinator.
All the technology here is... It's like way advanced technology, but everything just looks like all the hardware just looks shittier than what we have right now.
Yeah, it's like one of those things from the 50s or 60s, like you said, when they would do the future thing. This is what the man of the future will wear, and you're like, no.
Yeah, right. The house of tomorrow will clean itself.
Bullshit.
Yeah, it doesn't. That's for damn sure. With all the seasons of Futurama that have come out, while they're all extremely similar, like you never really know where an episode is going.
Yeah.
Because it'll start off with some, just little thing like, Professor Farnsworth has a job for them to go deliver a package.
Right.
And then all of a sudden now they have to figure out how to stop the world from ending.
Yeah.
It really is that type of,
Yeah.
I'm in awe of the writers on this show a lot of the time, just because I'm like, how did you even like sit down and conceive something of this magnitude and then loop it all the way back around to the first episode
and do it so smartly?
Yeah. The callbacks on this are top notch for sure. It would be very difficult to find a series that treats its own lore and its own callbacks and everything as well as this show does.
Doctor Who's pretty good at it, but you don't watch that.
I don't care for Doctor Who.
I know.
I just don't.
I know. That's fine. We're allowed to have our differences. It's okay.
You're allowed to be wrong.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, I'm not, but thank you for permitting me, husband.
You're welcome.
The cast of supporting characters is also really strong in Futurama, which, beyond the Planet Express, I mean, we haven't really talked about Hermes Conrad at all. I really do like Hermes. We haven't even mentioned Dr. Zoidberg, who's a disaster. But yeah, then it goes out and you've got Kiff and Zap Brannigan, who... when it comes to the Planet Express crew, once Fry, Leela, and Bender get hired by Professor Farnsworth, you meet Hermes, who is his... bureaucrat.
Basically his personal bureaucrat.
Well, yeah, he does I'm sure he does payroll.
Yeah, he's basically
HR. Yeah.
And then Amy is his assistant.
Amy Wong, who's really funny.
Dr. Zoidberg is the doctor for the facility.
In theory, yeah.
Yeah, he
doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, but he's a greatly I don't know.
Yeah.
The way he's written.
Amy Wong, she's
from Mars.
From Mars.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dr. Zoidberg is a crab person.
He's a crabman.
Yeah. They find interesting ways of making him grosser and grosser.
He is very gross.
They're always finding some different flap of skin that opens.
and new bladders that he has. And I'm like, oh my God.
His anatomy is consistently
I do not like it when he sheds his shell and he's like super...
Yeah, and he's all like shiny and
he's
like...
pale and so shiny.
And he doesn't have bones.
No, he's just so...
Yeah, that's,
He loves to eat trash. But all he really wants is friends. Like, see, he's like this pathetic sort who is absolutely inept. He doesn't know human anatomy at all. But
no, how he became a doctor, I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know
why they hired him to be their doctor.
Why he's there,
it doesn't matter.
Idea,
it's funny, and that's why he's there.
Yes, he's funny. So whatever.
We didn't mention. Leela she has one eye.
Oh yeah, because you think she's an alien for a long time. She assumes she's an alien because she grew up in an orphanage.
And then she gets tricked into thinking she's a Cyclops, part of a dying Cyclops race in an episode.
Yeah.
Which turns out to just be a shape-shifting alien that wants to bang her. So he convinced her that she's part of a race that's dying.
And they need to repopulate. Yeah.
But it turns out she's actually a mutant.
She is. From right below.
Yeah, she was orphaned by her parents.
They thought she was like, she didn't have any tentacles, or the sideways mouth her father has is genuinely so unsettling to me.
Yeah.
I hate his sideways mouth.
It is.
But, she was close enough where, they put her in an orphanage up there so she would have a better life.
Right. They didn't want her raised as a mutant.
Obvious, yeah.
Bender, he's a robot whose, prime function is to bend things.
Please insert girder.
Yeah, but he's kind of rogue, I guess.
He's his own thing, man.
These robots don't seem to be able to be controlled by any source.
Well, except there's a whole episode where Mom does exactly that.
But why would she just allow them to roam around in their own free will?
Because she doesn't care.
It's weird.
I don't know.
I understand that they have to do that. They just never explain why.
I don't know, but I mean, he's fueled by alcohol, right? He has to consume alcohol to refill
crime.
his energy. Yes, of course.
He is a criminal, and he's very proud of his criminal activities.
He's Mexican.
Mainly, he is Mexican.
His name is Bender Bending Rodriguez.
He was made in Mexico.
Yes, it says it in his name.
Scruffy's the janitor. He's just kind of a...
He just randomly shows up, like not even at the beginning.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Who the hell are you?" And he's like,
I'm Scruffy.
I'm the janitor.
I'm the janitor. Yeah, he sounds like Sling Blade.
Yeah. Yeah. His name's Carl.
Carl.
You
Carl
always
Sling
call
Blade.
him Sling Blade. That's not his name. That's the movie.
Yeah, so that's the primary group
The
of characters
planet,
here.
and then Professor Farnsworth. Yeah.
Yeah, Professor Farnsworth. Yeah, he's, Fry's great.
I love how rude he is. He is so done with so much shit, like all the time.
Yeah, he's
Shut up.
He's a professor, and he's got
Very crotchety.
Very crotchety, and he's got like this ongoing feud with another professor, Wormstrom.
Wormstrom.
And they have this long-lasting feud that they're trying to outdo each other all the time.
He's an inventor. He invents the thing longer.
Yeah, his inventions tend to be more on the like.
He does a lot. He makes a lot of doomsday devices.
Yeah, there's a lot of that, but then there's also a lot of just like, here's a thing I made to make doing lazy things even lazier.
Yeah, he did. They use this smartly as well too, because he invents the what if machine.
Mm-hmm.
Which is that's just an excuse that they could do these little shorts.
Anthology of interest.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
and
so they can get an anthology
so I like that,
show.
so you can find out. One of the classics, obviously, is what if Bender was human?
Bender as a human is extremely...
It's exactly what it would be. That is exactly it. Suddenly he can taste, he can feel.
Yeah.
Like things affect him. He has emotions. He's going to immediately, with Bender's personality, what we've already established, he's hedonistic when he's a robot. Not as much as hedonism bot, which is a different thing altogether. But yeah, he's like, oh my God, who knew tasting things tasted so good? So he immediately starts like binge eating, binge drinking, binge sleeping with women.
Yeah.
It's one of the best scenes in Futurama is him like
puking and pooping.
Oh my! He's like, oh my God, check this out, and they're like, no,
what I can do?
Yeah, what? But him just gobbling down on 2 chili dogs, downing a beer, and then making out with this woman like
Yes. The sloppiest
oh my
way possible.
God, sloppy. Immediately becomes like 1,200 pounds and dies.
Yeah, he has a heart attack and dies.
It was a week. He had a week before Farnsworth was going to, present him to the whatever scientific council of the first robot become human. And in that week, Yeah,
but the what if machine, it's a great way to give you like a new adventure without any consequences.
It's not enough. It doesn't have to be a whole episode. It's just like a little funny something.
Right. Because, I mean, they could have made an episode where they figured out how to make Bender human.
Yeah.
And then would he have died? Probably not. They probably would have had to figure out how to turn him back into a robot.
Yeah.
So instead, he just dies and then moves on to
It's
the
fine.
next
Whatever.
question.
This is what would have happened.
Right.
But it didn't. So there you go.
And, so outside of those mainstay characters, and Nibbler. Nibbler is kind of like Leela's
Nibbler.
pet.
Yeah.
But he's also part of this like really, really advanced alien race that...
He's been undercover forever because he just... for like most of the show. And then all of a sudden, the world is going to end and he has to like drop that disguise and be like, Leela, listen to me.
He's voiced by Frank Welker, which is great because...
Another legend.
Yeah, because
Absolute legend.
Nibbler has 2 voices that Frank Welker does very well.
Yeah.
His normal voice, which is very much like it.
Yeah, you can do that better.
And then he's got the little jibber jabber voice, which is Frank Welker has been doing that his whole career. If you have ever seen a cartoon,
you've seen Frank.
You've heard Frank
Yeah,
Welker,
yeah.
especially from like the 80s on. He's been in everything.
We're genuinely not even gonna go through. It
would be easier to tell you what he hasn't been in
right
at this point.
So yeah, go look him up, and you'll be like, oh, and you'll sit there for 2 hours going, oh.
So, and outside of that, you've got, Zap Brannigan and Kiff.
Zap Brannigan is a flawlessly written character, and I fucking can't stand him. I get what he is. It's
endearing how unendearing
Shatner.
he is.
Right, yes. He's clearly a Shatner-esque
space
captain. He's the shortest little tunic
Yes, he is
I
definitely.
am convinced he has a micro penis. He has to, otherwise you would see it. That's how short his little skirt thing is.
Yeah,
He wears a girdle.
he does. He's a womanizer.
He's obsessed with Leela.
Yeah, he's misogynistic. He's narcissistic.
He's egotistic.
Inept.
He's everything you don't want.
He is the exact
Across the
opposite
board.
of anything you would want in a leader, and yet he
Or
is
man.
the leader of this
Yes.
spaceship for the Democratic Order of Planets, which is known as Dupe. Kif is his
He's like his second in
sidekick.
command. Yeah.
He's almost like a Spock in a way.
Yeah. He's some kind of frog guy. He also does not have a skeleton. He's supported by a series of inflated bladders, which they then pay off much later on. Like when they came back, you see him like hanging up.
Yeah, he
in
can
the rebirth episode.
He can inflate parts of his body and deflate
he can.
parts of his.
I really, but he genuinely, and he just.
Yeah, he's done with it. He has to do it.
He has to do it. It's his job to do what Zap says, but he more than anybody knows what a fucking inept twat Zap Brannigan
Yes,
is.
so he's very sarcastic when he's talking to the captain, and
But Zap's too stupid to pick
but
up
he
on
still-
any of it.
he still does what he's told.
He
You know,
does.
he's still the lackey,
And quietly make sure things happen while Zap's out front taking all the credit.
and he and Amy end up dating,
Which I love. He deserves a beautiful girl. That poor guy.
which is really funny. The way that he calls her and he just can't talk.
She's like,
Hangs
who
up.
keeps calling me? I like her weird slang. Like her made up
No
future
splang.
slang. No, yeah. But no, of course he's the little timid guy who, why would she ever? How could she ever? And she's like, you're adorable.
And then you have to realize that she hooked up with Fry early on too, so it's like
Oh,
standards
leave
really
Fry alone. He's precious. He's just, burping eggs and looking for love.
Yeah, he's a character that didn't work in the 90s, but it works in the future. Because in the future, this is a future of people that are just kind of like, they're just like moving along with the world. No one's really achieving anything. Technology has made life so just comfortable that everyone is lazy. Nobody really does anything.
Yeah.
And no one really cares if anybody is. There's no more like shame in public. Like, people are just
really.
doing the most shameful things, and like it's just part of their character traits, and no one cares. And so yeah, Philip Fry, he fits in just perfect in this future to a point that like he doesn't even really miss the past.
No, he doesn't care about going back. I mean, there are a couple episodes, Luck of the Fryrish comes to mind, where, and he's under the assumption that, his brother stole his clover and all this stuff. And then that's another one that turns into this big heartwarming, to show that even though he doesn't miss the past, people in the past missed him.
Right.
It was noticed when he left. He thought that he was just this little delivery boy, dead in life, didn't matter to anybody. But the scenes in which you go back and you realize that you actually did make an impact on people, babe, even though you didn't realize it.
Even your dog.
Shut up.
Even your dog.
I am
loved you.
permanently upset
He
about
loved you his
Seymour.
whole life
He waited for you.
until he died and became fossilized.
Which, again, that irritates me because at the end of the episode, he lays down and dies. But when he's found fossilized, he's standing up and younger.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. I like the episode where they're making a delivery on this planet, and then they find the poplars.
Oh, yeah.
It's just it's an alien egg nest.
It's,
And they wind up eating 'em.
for the people from Omicron Persei 8. Lure and all them.
Leela eats one of them, and then like she can't stop eating them, so they're all.
Well, yeah, because they look like fried shrimp or fried
they
little
look like
chicken
little fried
bits or
shrimps.
something. I wanted to eat them.
Yeah, but they're the eggs of this.
Yeah, they're like
superior
the
race and-
fetal form. But if they're left alone, eventually they have eyes and start talking and
Yeah.
call you mama.
And they decide to bring them back to Earth and sell them.
Because they're like addictive.
Yeah.
They work with Fishy Joe.
And then the aliens find out about it and they're not happy. So now they want to come and eat one human for every one of their eggs.
Yeah, but they'd eaten like billions of them by that point.
Yeah.
So. And
then somehow somebody talks, I don't remember who, somebody talks them into eating just one human. And
it was Zap.
Was it? Okay. And they decided it was going to be Leela, since she was
the first person who
ate one of theirs. So, yeah, that's the episode, you know?
Well, yeah.
Again, this is another one of those, like, you just don't understand until you're getting into it, because the setup, again, was just make a delivery here, and then they found this thing, and then now all of a sudden Earth is being invaded by aliens who want to eat all the humans.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't like the Robot Devil.
I think that the Robot Devil episodes are weaker than any of the... That and I don't like the Santa Bot episodes, the 2 Christmas
isn't that
episodes.
John Goodman?
He is in the first one.
Oh,
He's not in the second.
Okay.
But yeah, I think Dan Castellaneta may have been him in the second.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dan Castellaneta is also the voice of the Devil Robot Devil, whatever. Yeah.
I guess I didn't realize that. That's Homer Simpson.
Yes, he is the voice of
I mean, just for the audience, in case you didn't know.
No, I just think that those episodes, to me, they're not interesting, and they just kind of drag on, so I skip them usually. Other than those episodes, I can't really think of anything in the series that I think it's sad that only one episode has won an Emmy, at least to my knowledge. I don't know if anything from the newer season has, but the Roswell That Ends Well,
which is great.
Episode,
that's where he goes and does the nasty and the pasty.
It's the only one that I know of that has won an Emmy.
Let's see. It's won 6 Emmys.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
Shows what I know.
Yeah. Yeah. The Futurama Holiday Spectacular. Oh my goodness. But I will say, when they brought it back the first time, the Comedy Central episodes, there was a change. Because I wish they hadn't brought it back. At the end, where we had left it before, Fry and Leela had finally gotten together, and say what you want, I'm a girl. I've been waiting for that shit for so long. I want them to be together. And it was done so beautifully over the course of 1,000 years. And it finally fucking happened. And that was a beautiful little... And in that episode, everybody's storylines were wrapped up. Zoidberg ended up with somebody, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Everybody had an ending, and that was good. And then when they brought it back... Fry and Leela were together in the first episode, and we're talking about how much they loved each other.
Yep.
And then in the next episode, they kind of weren't together, but kind of.
And then they just don't address it.
Yeah, and then she goes and she was going to sleep with Zap Brannigan because she thought like the world had ended or some shit. And then it's just never brought up again. What the fuck is that?
Very out of character.
She wouldn't act like that.
When they brought that back.
And... y'all were just, because it's not, Futurama isn't, there are through lines in plots, like overarching seasons long plots. It's not like the world is wiped clean completely every single episode, right?
Yes.
So that doesn't make any fucking sense, and what the hell is this? You know, I think they had to undo it because they're like, oh, well, they can't just be together for reasons unknown. I don't fucking understand why, but okay.
I feel
like absolutely could have made that work.
Where they felt like the plot called for them to not be together. So
that's shitty.
And then they just didn't mention it, hoping that no one remembered.
Well, I fucking do. I remember.
It's a little easy when you're watching each episode back to back to back.
No, when it happened, I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
I understand that, but you know, if you're watching,
I was heavily invested in the Fry Leela romance arc.
Yeah, I mean, their whole relationship from the get-go was always a will they, won't they situation. Right. It was
and then they finally did.
Jim and Pam.
Yes, who also did.
Yeah.
Except, you know, it's not like they just went back to work and suddenly forgot they were married. No.
Yeah, and there's all kinds of, there's an episode where the Farnsworth paradox, where they wind up going into his parabox that he invented and finding out that there's
like an alternate universe
of them.
Yeah.
And Fry and Leela are married in that universe.
They've been married, they've been together, and they're in love, and they work beautifully together.
Yeah, and it turns out that it was just because of the only difference is a coin toss.
Right. Coin tosses end up the opposite.
Yes.
That's the only difference, but aside from like coloration.
So when Fry in our world asked Leela out, she flipped a coin and
it came up tails, so she didn't. There, it came up heads, so she did.
And she wound up falling in love with him and marrying him. And yeah, there's little things like that are interesting, you know, aside from the fact that like in the other universe, the colors are swapped.
Yes. Yeah. Just the colorations, which is, it's very wrong. Like you don't realize exactly
all the color
how
palettes
wrong.
are.
Yeah. Fry has black hair and Leela has like orange hair and Bender's gold. And I'm like, who are any of these people?
Fry's wearing like khakis.
Zoidberg's blue. Yeah. Which I think is funny because, you know, Blue Lobster is a thing. So, like, in theory.
Yeah.
But, yeah, there is a lot of little one-off things that are fun. But, yeah, I don't know. When they brought it back for the Comedy Central ones, it was okay. I do feel that there was a quality dip, personally.
Season 5 definitely felt... It felt off.
There
was something about it that was off. A lot of the humor seemed kind of forced. And I kind of understand why they just said, okay, we're not moving on. And they just let it die again and get canceled.
And then since then, you know, obviously Disney owns them now. So we haven't seen any of the new stuff.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but we
own all the good stuff.
That's the
DVD.
breaks. I mean, they are on DVD. Yeah, I could go buy them. And I probably will. Yeah, season 5 felt incomplete.
It's also way shorter.
It felt it was shorter. There was only 13 episodes.
I know.
But yeah, the episodes felt inconclusive. Like there didn't seem to be any
I don't know, man. It felt
conclusion to an episode.
No.
They just kind of end.
It felt kind of fanficky, like someone else. I to be honest, I don't know if the writers changed.
Yeah.
That could be the case, and it could be someone else writing these characters who just wasn't as good.
What happened was
I don't know.
When the original series ran its course, the first 4 seasons, it got canceled. In 2008 they started making straight to DVD movies.
Yeah.
Feature length Futurama movies.
And they're good.
They are. There were 4 of them.
Yes.
We only had 3.
What the hell?
Yeah, there's a 4th one that I can't. I remember.
They used to play them on Comedy Central.
Bender's Big Score.
Yeah.
I
know there's
Beast with a Billion Bags.
Yeah, Beast with a Billion Bags.
Bender's Game.
Yeah.
And there's a 4th one that I can't think of off the top of my head.
One moment, please. Oh, Into the Wild Green Yonder. Okay. We've seen all of them.
Yeah, we've seen all of them.
Yeah.
I think maybe we did have all of them at one point. Because I did go out and buy them.
Yeah, Bender's Big Score, and then The Beast with a Billion Backs, Bender's Game, and then Into the Wild Green Yonder.
Okay.
Yeah.
Into the Wild Green Yonder, I don't remember anything about that.
No?
Unless that's the one with the nudist colony aliens. But I think that was The Beast with a Billion Backs.
Yes.
Okay.
This is the one, let's see. In the movie, Leela becomes an outlaw when she and a group of ecologically minded feminists attempt to save an asteroid of primitive life forms and the violet dwarf star from being destroyed, while Fry joins a secret society and attempts to stop a mysterious species known as the Dark Ones from destroying all life in the universe.
None of this is...
What?
I'm not remembering any of this. But the other ones I do remember, mainly because we own them on DVD, and like... You guys, back 15 years ago, me and Jess were watching at least the first 4 seasons of Futurama. We have the DVDs.
Yeah.
We were watching those every day.
It's true.
Like all
it's true.
the time.
Yes.
I don't even think we had cable at this point.
We didn't need it. We had Futurama.
Right. We had Simpsons and Futurama DVDs, and that's all the hell we watched.
It's true.
So by the time these movies came out, and there were talks of them bringing the series back, like we were both ecstatic.
Oh yeah,
and on board 100%.
Hell yeah! Well, it's like when they brought Beavis and Butthead back. We're like, oh fuck yeah!
Yeah, exactly.
More of that, yay!
Which is another series that got canceled, brought back,
right?
Canceled and brought back again. Yeah, never say never when it comes to the things that you love. But when these Futurama movies came out, like we were there day one, buying them, coming home and just watching them endlessly. And then season 5 hit Comedy Central. And then, we had to get cable so we could watch it.
Yeah.
And so we did. And I remember watching it when it came back, and I didn't feel the same way that I do now about it.
Oh, at the time it didn't bother you?
It didn't bother me at the time. After watching it this week with the DVD, season 5
there's a marked difference.
It feels weird. It's very strange.
That's why I said it feels almost fanficky or something.
It's like someone else version. Doing it. Even though the animation's better, the color's better, it's in widescreen. There's so much about it. It's
the theme song a little bit, which I don't like, because you get tired of that theme song. I think I don't. Like, I could listen to that on loop my entire life and be happy. I don't know why. Like, I love like the tubular bells in the background and like all that.
Yeah,
like
it's just a industrial science fiction-y.
Yeah.
Like,
but it means that good times are nigh. Okay, I'm about to have fun.
Kind of hip hop.
I like it. Yeah, yeah, it's good.
But yeah, when those movies came out, we went out and bought them. We enjoyed those infinitely over and over and over. And then, recently is 2023, I think, is when they brought back.
Yes. Yeah, and it's still going.
Yeah. So I haven't seen any of that.
But I can't speak to that.
I do know that there are DVD sets out there for each one of those seasons. I will eventually go get them and watch them. Maybe we'll do a follow-up to this.
Maybe I should try and find some things on YouTube to see if it's worthwhile.
Yeah,
honestly, because the Comedy Central ones just weren't that good to me.
Out of the 5 seasons that we've watched recently,
don't ask me what my favorite season is, because I don't remember what episodes are on what season.
Favorite season, like just favorite episodes.
How Hermes got his groove back.
Well, is how Hermes requisitioned.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yes, sorry. Well, it's because how Stella got his groove back. Yeah, of course. Because that whole thing.
Yes, there's a song in that one that is very good. It's
so good. Yeah, I love that song. I don't know about episodes. It's moments. It's little tiny moments. It's the way lines are said sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't know. What are some of yours? We've talked about something like I love the whole Fry being his own grandpa.
Yeah.
That's fucking genius.
Roswell that Ends Well, I think, is like by far, at least in the first 4 seasons, the best written.
I really like the Slurm Factory episode.
Yeah.
That's so gross. Because it's clearly like, is it supposed to be Surge? Is it supposed to be like Surge? Because millennial.
It's just supposed to be like this. I was obsessed with
Surge back in the day.
This extreme 90s drink.
And then, it was good, man. And then it's mixed that with Charlie and the Chocolate Factory with a truly disgusting reveal at the end.
Yeah. Yes.
And I love that Fry he's like, oh my God, and then blah, blah, blah.
Oh, it's even better warm. Those are great episodes. I think, like I mentioned, Roswell That Ends Well is like a must watch. I do like The Day the Earth Stood Stupid, where the brains are attacking.
Yeah.
And, that explains the whole reason that Philip gets brought into the future, and calling him Philip is weird.
Yes. Yeah. Why? Yeah, he's Fry.
Jurassic Bark is also.
I do like Luck of the Fryrish a lot too. I love the ones with heart. I love the absolutely ridiculous, stupid ones as well. I like when they go to the moon and they find the hillbilly, and Bender falls in love with the Crushinator.
Yeah.
And
the Crushinator is like supposed to be the sexiest robot.
Yeah, well, it's like, I don't remember the other daughters' names, but they're like super hillbilly and like little like Daisy Dukes and crop tops. Like, hey y'all, and then the Crushinator is just huge, and that's the one Bender's like, oh mama, and she's like, but Pa, I love him.
Yeah. Jurassic Park is like, that's responsible for us. Like, anytime one of our cats meows at us, or they're just like, you walking on sunshine?
What's that? You walking on sunshine?
Because Walking on Sunshine was
That's like
Philip's
Fry's.
favorite song.
Yeah. Why you keep calling him Phillip now?
Because it's weird.
Ugh. Yeah. I don't know, man. There's so many moments. And I love these people. I do.
Yeah.
I like spending
Each one
time
of these
with them.
characters has something to like, even though they're not supposed to be
And they're all
likable.
flawed, too. Yeah, they're not. None
And
of them are
they-
objectively likable.
They're very
but
good
You
at
like them all.
they're very good at like lending the humor around too.
Mhm.
Because it's not just watching the show on the surface, you would think that like Fry and Bender are the main characters because that's every episode has them in it. Right. But I do like the fact that they don't just give the best lines to those two
No,
characters.
yeah.
Everybody has their moments. Everybody has their like LOL literally moments.
Right. Yeah.
You're like, oh,
Well,
that
and
was
everybody
fucking
has
weird.
their episodes, where they're the focus, no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is at least one episode that focuses on every character
Mhm,
and like their backstory or them
And you
in
get
the
to
future.
really know them over the course of several episodes.
There's tons of character
and
growth.
seasons.
And, this is one of those things that, my previous job, I had a coworker that, I think he was like 15 years older than me.
Hmm.
And he loved Futurama. And it's one of those things that really does kind of just ageless.
I think so.
Anybody from, 2 generations before us can enjoy it. Anybody 2 generations after us can enjoy it. I don't really see a whole lot of people talking about Futurama.
Yeah.
I don't see a whole lot of like merchandise anymore.
Memes are still strong,
Yeah, the memes are out
But-
there for sure.
but that's about it.
Yeah, you just don't see people walking around with Futurama shirts in the same way you do like a Pickle Rick or
I don't really see that anymore.
Nirvana for some reason, which has made a major comeback. Whatever, so be it. But yeah, it's the merchandising. Like I've been looking on Amazon and eBay. It's out there, but the shit's real expensive, man. Like
Probably.
I almost pulled the trigger and bought a Fry action figure that was signed by Billy West.
Oh, that's cool.
But that thing was like $400.
Don't do that.
And I was just like, okay, I better not.
No, it means more if you meet them in person and get them to sign it. He probably goes to conventions.
Yeah, there's tons of signed merchandise on eBay
Right.
for Futurama fans.
But yeah, I mean, I have a lot of signed
posters,
stuff, but
action
it's
figures.
always stuff that like I got signed, you
Right.
know?
Right.
Because
And
then you have that memory tied
the rest
to
of it are
too.
those Funko Pops, and I
don't want those.
I refuse to buy one of those.
No, we don't do the Funko Pop.
But yeah, it's there was clearly tons and tons of merchandise made for Futurama, but none of it's like newer. It all seems to be from like the era of the first 4 seasons.
Right.
And maybe even up to like 2010 or whatever. A lot of it's just like con exclusive things that have been autographed, and that's what that figure was. It was a con exclusive.
I'm sure.
That was signed by Billy West. So in other words, somebody went there, the action figure was there, they bought it, Billy West was there, they had him sign it, and then they threw it up on eBay.
That's what they fucking do. And that's what irritates me as someone who goes to conventions. If it's not clear, I've been trying really hard. I have a terrible cold right now. I've been purposefully not talking a lot today at all so we could do this episode because I went to a big convention last weekend and
Inevitably got sick.
yes,
It
I am
happens every time.
unwell. But no, so, I go to conventions and I see these people who just buy shit up, get it signed. They don't care
No, of course not.
about who it is they're talking to. They're not connected to the character or the merchandise or whatever. And they take up spots in line and then they just immediately go resell it. So I personally would never buy that. So I'm glad you didn't.
Yeah. And then there are people like us that have things we love that are very valuable that we're just never going to sell because we love them.
Well, yeah, that's why I have them.
Yes.
Because I
wouldn't
don't
have
care
it if
what
I
they're
didn't love
worth.
it, and I don't want to sell it because
I'm not interested
I'm not done
in
enjoying
the
it.
monetary value of it. I like it. I have it because I like to look
Yeah,
at
all
it.
of our shit goes to my kid.
Oh, yeah, no, she can deal with all
And
that.
she
And
can
if she wants to
decide to
sell it, I
sell
won't
it.
care. I
I
won't
don't
be
care.
here. I don't care.
I'm just not the type of person to sell my shit off.
No.
I don't care how much it's worth. But
We went through that when we were younger and poor.
yeah, and
So,
it sucks because
know.
now we're like, where's that thing we loved?
Oh, we
don't
must have
have
sold it
anymore.
15 years ago. Fuck.
And to our credit, we have bought almost everything we've gotten rid of. So
Knock on wood.
I'm very proud of us.
Yes.
But
We got a lot of stuff.
back to the topic at hand here. Futurama, it's definitely one of those series that it's great that it exists. It really is, because there's so much out there now. There's so much content that just is, nothing seems to stick anymore. And the stuff that does stick just seems to be the most stupid shit that I have no interest in. And I'm sure there are people out there that do, but it seems like every hit show now is just, it irritates the shit out of me. And I just don't care for it.
Well, I mean, maybe
Something
you're a
like-
grumpy old man.
Yes, I am settling very well into my grumpy old man era, and I'm happy with that. But Futurama is one of those things that, like, I will always enjoy it.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
glad that it still exists.
Yes.
You know, I will eventually get around to buying the DVDs and watching it. It's just a matter of time before that happens. But it's, even if it sucks now, it's not going to ruin those first 4
Nope.
seasons or
No.
those 4
Oh,
movies
well,
that
it's
came
like The
out.
Simpsons. The first 10 seasons are great.
And season 5 is not, it's not garbage. It just is weird.
It's not the same.
It'll scratch the itch if you haven't seen it for Futurama, but it's not.
Well, but at the same time, that is something. When we were going through and watching season 5, I didn't realize several of the things we quote are actually from that
Yes.
season. I was like, wait, hold on.
There's a lot more quotable things in season 5.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is strange.
That was surprising to me because, like, I wouldn't remember the episode, and then something pops up. You know, it's like the iPhone one.
Well, when season 5 was airing on Comedy Central, that's when we had the DVR.
We had our DVR.
So we were recording the episodes and just
Yeah.
watching them over and over and over and
Yeah,
over.
we had that on there. We had Mighty Boosh because they were showing
Yeah.
that on Cartoon Network at like 2 a.m. at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, good
Yeah,
times.
DVR days, man. Those are good days.
Yeah, we were like, hell yeah, I can save TV.
Yes.
This is the future.
That was streaming before streaming.
Hell yeah.
And it was wonderful. And you could skip the commercials.
Yeah, you could. It was fantastic.
That was how we watched TV. We never watched anything
No.
live. We just waited until the DVR recorded it.
Yeah.
So we could skip through the commercials.
And the rest of the time, we just had G4 on to watch like Ninja Warrior or something.
yeah, until we
Unbeatable
found out that
Bonzi
YouTube was streamable on the TV. And then
Yeah.
YouTube became our focus, and it still is for the most part,
That is,
honestly.
it's crazy how long we've been subscribed to some of the YouTube
Oh, yeah.
channels at this
Yeah.
point.
We've done
Well
episodes
over
in the
10
past. We
years.
did 2 episodes in the past
Yeah,
on
yeah.
YouTube channels that we watch and love to this day.
Yeah.
Go listen to those episodes if you want. those
And our Mighty Boosh
recommendations.
episode.
Yeah. So what could you say wrapping this up? Like, what kind of send off would you give a Futurama episode?
You always just like,
It's in your lap now.
it's in
This
my
episode
lap.
hinges on what you say right now, whether this is going to be a success or not. It's all on your shoulders. Go.
Tell my wife I said hello.
Yeah. Obviously, this is a highly recommend.
No, yeah, this is something that if you like comedy, if you like irreverent comedy, definitely. But with moments of unexpected depth and heart and heartbreak, it's wonderful. You know, I have said many times on this podcast that I don't watch a lot of Western media, and overall I don't. The things that I do are older things, like Futurama. This is something that I will never say no to watching.
Yeah.
Especially the first 4 seasons. I don't get tired of it. There's so much that we did not even talk about in this episode because this world is fully realized. You know, there's shows within the shows, All My Circuits. You know, there's so much
And the
here.
characters from the show interact with them outside of the show.
Of course. Bender should not be allowed on television.
We barely even scratched the surface of this.
We
but
did.
This episode would be 4 hours long. if
And
we
it
went
would
through
just
everything that we wanted to get
just
to.
evolve into us quoting things at each other.
Yeah, the
you know.
quotes, and just talking about the episodes endlessly. There are definitely episodes out there that I don't care for. I mentioned the Robot Santa episodes. Any of the Christmas episodes are just kind of not my thing. The Robot Devil episode, I think my problem with it is
so weird.
they turned it into a musical.
Yeah,
and
it's
just
fun.
none of those songs are memorable to me.
Well, all right. That's fine.
And I think that's one of
I think Fry looks creepy with the robot devil hands on because the fingers are just like pointed. I don't know. There's something unsettling about him with the little
Oh, sure.
pointed fingers. But, Phillip J. Fry is a treasure. He is. I don't care. And everybody else in the show really adds something. They're not just there to take up space. They're not just there to be the sexy one or the funny one or the da-da-da-da-da. Everybody has virtues. They have flaws. And they are fully realized people that live together and interact believably in this crazy universe, really, more just so than world, because you go to many worlds. And I think it is so smartly done. And I wish there were more things like it.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing like Futurama, really. You can say it's like, because it's not a Simpsons in the future.
No.
It is its own
but they
thing.
definitely wanted you to believe that.
Oh, no, sure.
To get people
And
watching.
I understand why, because the Simpsons were fucking unstoppable.
Oh, yeah.
Of
Like,
course.
another Simpsons series?
Of course.
Absolutely. I'm on board. Yeah.
But if given the choice to watch classic Simpsons or classic Futurama, I'm gonna pick Futurama.
It depends for me.
And I
definitely,
love
but,
classic Simpsons. I do.
I've actually had an itch to go and watch some like seasons 1 through 10 of The Simpsons again.
Oh yeah.
I think that would be a good time. But
well, I'm sure we'll do it.
Every character in Futurama, they're just endearing morons.
Yes.
Some are smarter than others, but they're all kind of stupid.
Yeah.
even like Leela, as smart as she is, she still has her dumb moment. Like nobody is immune to idiocy in this series.
Amy is a fucking airhead.
Yeah.
But she's also really smart.
And then Farnsworth, he's a scientist.
Yeah.
He's a professor, and even he's stupid.
Oh.
And maybe they did that intentionally just to show like the future is going to be a little dumb.
I don't know if you should read that much into it. I think they're just trying to create engaging characters. But I will say, yeah, it's the heart in this show, I think, that really sticks with me. More so. I mean, The Simpsons has, heartfelt moments, I guess, kind of, but in a more like Full House, time to learn a lesson way type things. Whereas Futurama's moments, you're like, oh, my heart. Oh, no. What the fuck?
And keeping these characters pseudo smart while mostly dumb was integral to keeping them relatable as characters.
100%. Yeah.
And, you're going to relate to any of these characters. Mm-hmm. Like, I relate to Leela so much, but then I also relate to Fry a lot. Yeah. There's still a lot of characters in this series.
Not Zoidberg so much.
No. No one should relate to Zoidberg.
No.
But yeah, there are definitely moments when I'm just like, yeah, I know exactly how you feel. Yeah, I have been there, Leela.
Yeah. Yep. Where she's just like, what the fuck? I know how done with
this you are.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She just looks at the stupidity around her and she's like, what the fuck is my life right now? I mean, I'm just a hyper chicken from what is it?
Backwoods asteroid.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of just even the like ancillary background characters that have a line are quotable.
Yep.
And it's just really well done. Mm-hmm. And, we're going to be doing a lot of series on this season of the podcast in particular that we're not picking anything during this season that we hate.
No, why would we?
It's all going to be things that we love.
Animated things we love.
So you're going to get a lot of
not all just television series either.
No,
we'll do some movies and stuff like that too.
There's going to be a lot of television series, but we're definitely throwing some movies in.
Well, I just want to say that because so far I think we've only done series.
Yes. Yeah, we have.
So
obviously this is a highly recommended show for you to go watch.
Go watch.
It's all, if you have Hulu, it's all on there, even the newer seasons. If not, you can always get the DVDs. I don't think Futurama's on Disney Plus. I think it's on Hulu.
Is it not?
I don't think so.
Weird.
But
you'd think they'd have them on both, but I don't know. We don't have either service.
I have no idea.
You could just, I mean, if you're interested, go check out some like best of moments on YouTube or something for free. Yeah, I'm sure they're up there.
Yeah, if you're too young to have remembered this series when it was on, or if you just never caught it and never appealed to you, give it a shot because it's wonderful.
It's really well done. Really well done.
Yeah.
Much love for Futurama.
All right. Well, with that, we can call it an episode. Jess, where can people find you?
I'm Jess Moon. I'm at JHL Moon. Ugh. I'm really off of social media for the most part, guys. You can find me on Twitter, right? At JHL Moon. And I do have a publishing house. I mean, I run the Instagram for Shadow Spark, so that's at Shadow Spark Pub on Instagram. But, you know, I'm not really on my personal Instagram much anymore. But yeah, no, I do have a publishing house. We put out new things fairly often. We have a few dozen authors who are awesome. And yeah, anything from fantasy, sci-fi, horror, romance. We've got anthologies. We got some poetry, high fantasy. Several of our authors
Low
have
fantasy.
won. No, like, shut up. No, but several of our authors have won all kinds of awards and stuff like that. So a lot of hype for specific series. That's kind of cool to see. So yeah, check us out at Shadow Spark Pub. Pretty much anywhere there's a social media, I have someone. It's only me on Insta, but everywhere else there's someone else doing it. So yeah, that's us.
Well, you can find my uninteresting Instagram page at Chad J Moon on Instagram. Follow the podcast on Instagram as well at the Pretty Little Podcast. We've got the YouTube channel if you prefer to experience the podcast that way at youtube.com/at the Pretty Little Podcast 69420.
Leave a review. Let us know. Like,
us a
comment,
like.
subscribe.
Smash that bell.
Demolish that fucking bell.
Yeah. Show that bell who's boss.
It's you.
This is the last episode of the year of 2025.
Woo! It's almost Christmas when we're recording
it is.
this.
So yeah, don't expect another episode until January sometime.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Thanks for downloading. Thanks for listening. I really appreciate every single one of you guys. I really do like opening up our Buzzsprout app and looking at all the downloads from all the weird places in the world that I cannot pronounce.
I love it. But yeah, happy holidays, guys.
Yeah, happy holidays. Have a great new year. We will see you next year.
Bye.
Bye.